Hello, I'm Kelly Rossi, and I wrote the book on dating the wrong men. No, literally, I wrote the book on dating the wrong men. You can pick it up at Amazon. But today, what I wanted to talk to you about was 3 types of dating rules that I found during the 20 plus years that covers this whole book and all the advice that's in there that definitely do not work. And I should know. I think I fell for every single pop culture book that came out that was about dating and this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do. And let me tell you, through all the years of dating the wrong men, how many of them worked for me? None! That's a 0! None at all. None of those books actually contributed to me finding and meeting and falling in love with my husband. I know that dating the wrong men is my story, but while I was going through all these years of dating the wrong men, a lot of my girlfriends were having the same experiences. I mean, not quite covering every single chapter that I did, but a lot of the chapters that I did. And you know, if you've read the book, there's several stories in there that are taken from certain things that I did. I mean, I did not have somebody who killed my animals, but yet one of my girlfriends did. These are 3 types of rules that didn't work out for me or any of my friends that are typical of, you know, the pop culture cliche dating rules book. So here we go. Any advice that will give you a turnkey solution that is supposed to work for any person on earth. A book came out recently and it's written by a whole bunch of men that are telling women all the things that they are doing wrong in relationships. And I couldn't help but to notice, you know, some of the press about this thing. And one thing that really stuck out to me was one of these guys in this book is saying that women need to cook a meal for their man. And I thought that was the most hilarious thing I have ever seen, because they are putting a blanket of this is what women need to do over, you know, for any man on earth. But the funniest thing in my experience, my husband comes from a long line of chefs. No guy in his family is going to really appreciate a woman cooking for him. He'll probably take it as an insult. There are over 7 billion people on this planet who have different interests, different personalities, different backgrounds, cultures, everything. There is no turnkey solution that's going to work on every single individual, and so that's the kind of advice you need to stay away from. To break that first rule, what you need to do is figure out what you need as an individual and in a relationship. And when you have that under control and you're going out and finding that potential partner, then, you know, see if this fit is a natural fit for you to fulfill all of their needs at the same time. And then it's just a natural born fit. Nobody's faking being anything. You're not, you know, following some random rule, but you are both fulfilling each other's needs and you know what they are and you know what you're doing. Some of the most damaging advice that was around when I was single and is still constantly going around is the advice to singles that everything you're doing is wrong. Basically, they're playing off of your fears and they're playing off of your insecurities about being single, which, first of all, don't be insecure that you're single. That's how it is. Your life is taking another route at that time, and most likely the people who are beating you up for that are just feeling bad about their own relationships and need some entertainment, so they're looking to your life. The inevitable result, if you are behaving in a way where you are constantly trying to remember everything you're doing wrong and trying to do everything right according to some book that popped out on the market, is that you're going to be acting in a way that you're second guessing yourself all the time and you're not going to be true to who you really are. So maybe you'll get into a relationship, but you might lose yourself in the process. So relationship and self, you know. To ditch this relationship rule, again, know yourself, know your needs, and be honest and straight up with the other person in the relationship right from the get-go. I wouldn't follow any rules on you need to call them at this time, wait this many days to add them on Facebook, do this and do that, and you need to wait this long in order to talk about the seriousness of your relationship. If it's important to you, just bring it up and go for it, because the person that is right for you is going to match you on all of those time frames and any rules. And actually, you can go ahead and create your own rules. The most appalling advice that is given to singles consistently is that you are to blame that your significant other is a total jerk. Time after time, I see these books out there that are like, this is what you did to make him cheat. This is this is why he's an abuser. This is why he, stole your dog, whatever. I'm gonna tell you right now why your significant other cheats. Get ready, this is big. All right, you might want to take notes. Your significant other is cheating because they are a cheater. They chose to cheat on you. It really has nothing to do with you. You've got to figure that if people are out there who will cheat on Sandra Bullock, if they're out there cheating on Halle Berry, there are people who will cheat on anybody. If Einstein's theory of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, then why are we listening to dating advice like the 3 types of advice that I brought up here through decade after decade after decade? I think these are the types of advice it's time to ditch. The reason I wanted to make this video is because of the response that I've gotten from Dating the Wrong Men, the reviews and the blogs and everything. I love them all. Thank you so much, everybody. But it was really nice to know that, I thought I was the lucky one going through these experiences, but it keeps showing up that a lot of you guys are going through, if not 1 or 2, a lot of the chapters in my book. I want to do a special shout out to A Smile Makes Everybody Happy, Slutty Girl Problems, and Natalie Made It. You guys did some awesome reviews of my book. Thank you very much. If you want to follow me, I'm on Twitter, Miss Rossi, and the book's available on Amazon, Dating the Wrong Men, and we have an awesome online following for Dating the Wrong Men on Instagram and Facebook, so join us there too.